Right, are you ready, Link?
Okay, don't open. I'm going to start streaming on the Discord. Don't open it until I say because it's a picture.
Is it titties? Is it titties? Is it titties?
It's not titties. I wish it was titties, but it's not titties. I am ready.
Are we ready, boys?
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to... Hi, guys. Welcome back to... Okay. Well, hi, guys. Welcome back to the Theory Thursday. We are back. We had Pete's last week with Michael Jackson. Chamo, motherfucker. Hi, everyone. Can I just please ask you to like the video for me whilst we're here? And then maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't like it, you can always reverse those decisions later, can't you? Back to the content. Bye. Oh, hey! No.
Jesus.
Link's turn this week. Link! What do you got for us?
What's your impression like?
Doesn't want to give us the impression. Give us the impression.
Right. That does the earth song in case you didn't
I thought you hurt yourself.
Do you know what? I really don't care. Right.
Stop my toe!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to talk to you today about one of my favourite games and probably the most popular game ever made.
Guess who?
We're going to talk about Minecraft.
Oh.
And more specifically, I'm going to ask you a question. Who is Herobrine?
Who is who?
Herobrine.
I don't know.
You know?
Herobrine, did you say?
Yeah. Hopefully some people watching this are going to know what I'm talking about. But yes, who is Herobrine is the question. He's a legend almost as old as Minecraft itself, dating back to its alpha days. Stories of spooky ghost miner rose to prominence alongside Minecraft itself in the early 2010s, feeding into the game's early popularity in gameplay videos and live streaming. According to legend, Herobrine, spelt Herobrine.
Ah.
Herobrine.
Nearly.
Not Herobrine.
Is a sort of Minecraft ghost who haunts single-player worlds. He may look like Standard Steve, which is, I'm sure you all know what Standard Steve looks like. Minecraft's original default player skin, but you'll know him by his white eyes. Even if you've never spotted him, you'll know he's been inhabiting your save file if you find mysterious 2x2 tunnels in your mines. If your world is missing glass or you spot tree trunks with all the leaves missing, that might be his work too. He can also appear in a form of a cow or a sheep with white eyes. Some say he's the ghost of the dead brother of Minecraft's original creator, while others say he's simply the unlucky miner who died and came back for revenge against living players. Although Herobrine doesn't seem to be dangerous, most sightings end with the players running away in fear. Those who manage to spot him from afar often see him standing totally still looking into the distance. When he was first sighted, it was unclear whether Herobrine was a ghost, a virus, or even a prank by the game's developers. The first widely known sighting of Herobrine is from a post almost as old as the game itself, back from Minecraft's alpha. One poster shared this image.
Is that a sheep?
So if you look...
That's not a sheep, Pete.
If you look to the left of the centre, you'll see over here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I see him.
Hello.
I see him.
It's Dave. Hi, Dave.
I see him.
It's not Dave.
Is that
or Billy Shears.
Is that Jackson?
Right. I mean, to be fair, it looks about as realistic as Jackson does, so I'll give you that.
And he's dead.
I want it to be a cow. Because I can go, I got some food for you.
Saying they spotted this other character in their single-player world. So obviously, I know obviously we've all played the multiplayer Minecraft. This is single-player, so there are no other players. Like, there are no other characters running around other than your standard villager, especially during the alpha stages. Your villagers were very, very basic, just brown, and that was it. Like, there was no...
really freaky, because I get freaked out when I bump into people, and I know there's other people on there.
Yeah, exactly. Wondering if anyone else had encountered the same strange character They went to post about the sighting and found their post removed. They received a private message from a user called Herobrine simply saying, "Stop." After talking with other players who'd spotted similar mysterious signs in their Minecraft worlds, they believed Herobrine to be the alias of Swedish player, the brother of Minecraft's original creator, Notch. They originally emailed Notch themselves asking if he had a brother and got the answer, "I did, but he is no longer with us." Herobrine may not be a virus in reality, but his legend spread like one. He became the topic of numerous threads on the Minecraft forums, receiving a mix of alleged player sightings and comments from other players that he was obviously fake. He started invading YouTube videos as well, with plenty of players posting footage of alleged Herobrine sightings. Others were jump scare videos based on him. Even if the legend of Herobrine itself doesn't make you feel nostalgic, listening to young players recount their sightings, anointed with red text and music, likely will. Years later, you can still find newly made Herobrine sighting videos. His story has been told in a printed book, The Legend of Herobrine. You can still find him in lists of best Minecraft skins if you want to make your own appearance as the famous spook. Even Mojang got in on the joke. As a homage to the meme, Minecraft patch notes to this day often include the line, "Removed Herobrine." So let's talk about Disney now. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, that's me. That's me. Yeah. Obviously, this would have been a lot easier if any of you knew what the hell it was coming into this. But
it's actually quite good now, though. Do you know what? I was sitting there thinking straight away. I thought, right, well, it's going to be someone like us going in and just being dicks to people. But it's a solo player. You can't do it.
Yeah, no, offline.
You can't do that. And how would they get them in videos if they're genuine? If they're single player modes, and because instinctively I thought, yeah, it's just someone like us going around going, I could do this, and really trying to. It don't work like that.
So, is it not just a simple case of it being like a very, very, very sort of rare chance of Herobrine spawning in your world?
So officially, it never happened. Like any official like documentation or stuff about Minecraft, or any official channels about don't acknowledge it at all. It never happened. It was never a thing. They never had it in the game. Like it just no.
That's the thing. If they did, it would kind of all go away, and there'd be nothing to.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, nothing tied, and they'd be okay.
So
it's very strange.
Obviously, the simple way that these people normally find it is like these fucking clever people that can go through all the games files, can't they? And they can actually find hidden shit that are in the game files that, like, even on Football Manager, I know there's one that goes out like every year that someone's gone, but hell, why have they got this like random hidden file that's just got a random name on it?
Yeah, they do it with the wrestling games. So, they find all the hidden wrestlers that have been removed from the games and things.
Yeah, they just keep their stuff.
It's a common thing.
So as for the fact, I mean, if he hasn't appeared, and obviously there's not to stereotype them, but there usually are like some quite intelligent people that play that game as, and at the same time quite nerdy, you know.
Yeah, like some of the nerdiest players in the world play Minecraft. Minecraft's one of those games that anybody can play. You know, it's very basic. It's a survival game where you have to try and survive the night from these weird creatures. But then, you know, you've got the complete flip side of that, where people can build a fully functional computer that's the size of an entire city on the game. Like it's insane the things that you can do on Minecraft.
So if any sort of community was going to find something simple as a game file that I could think of, then it'd be that community.
It would have been found. If it was just something as simple as that, yeah, it would have been spotted.
What's the Swedish for heroin, out of interest? Well, there is logic to my madness here.
Herobrine.
What is Swedish for heroin? How do you say heroin in Sweden?
Because I'm assuming
Heroin.
I'm assuming it's without the B.
What language do they speak in Sweden?
How do you say heroin in Sweden?
What's Swedish for heroin?
And it's heroin. That's how you ask.
Translate heroin to Swedish.
So I got it then. Your bitch don't want to talk to you.
I think it's actually heroin.
Because obviously it is. I was hoping
It's heroin.
I was hoping
It's heroin.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be with like an E on the end.
No.
Because obviously that could be another thing. Like why that certainly a creator at the start would throw into a game because the game is simply that addictive that people play on it for days and days and days. These people have, I don't know, even the real basic bloody hardcore modes I've seen people playing like 7-8 years on it and still alive. And so it is that level. So it'd have been quite a easy link to make there.
I see where your
puzzled
logic
on this
was,
one.
but yeah, no.
I'm puzzled this one because I don't know enough about it to go even work out how a single player mode can have someone just turn up that ain't a villager, and I'm like, wow, what?
There isn't an actual.
Yeah.
So Link, do you have any holes to poke in your own theory?
Oh yeah, loads.
Go
But
on.
I'm going to let you guys finish first because I don't want to. I will machine gun it. It will be completely obliterated. Like
I was about to say, if there was anything to this, if I was the creators of Minecraft, I'd be like, do you know what? Run with this.
So
because it's gonna sell copies. It'll get people into it.
But the thing is, if they route it, so obviously Minecraft's got a very kid-friendly approach.
That's true.
It's why they've not got things like sharks or like most monsters don't exist in Minecraft.
That's very true.
There are a few,
Yeah.
but they're all, even the monsters that they have aren't particularly scary. You know, the creeper is, but that was. So the fun story, actually, the creeper was an accident. It was supposed to be a pig. Genuinely was supposed to be a pig. Well, no, it was the blow up thing was something that was added afterwards, but it's basically a pig that was made too tall and with its legs close together, and he decided that he liked the model so much that rather than just getting rid of it, he made it into one of the monsters and the mobs, and that's the reason we ended up with creepers.
It kind of makes sense because I remember when you guys first said to me about playing Minecraft, doing that series of bits and pieces, and I was like, what? It's a kids game.
yeah.
Because I'd never played it, and that was all I knew of it.
So speaking of the kids, so my lad, he watches all sorts of Minecraft, and obviously it's usually with mods. 99% of the time it's with mods. They love the bloody, what's it called, Siren Head or fucking some shit. Is this not just a case of this sort of thing? Like people have put somebody in the game or have modded it into the game, even alpha, or photoshopped it, or video edited it. They basically what's it called? Edited their recordings that they've got. So
I was about to say, how many
manipulated. That's what I'm
videos
looking for.
would you get big views for this kind of thing on YouTube and bits and pieces if you advertised you had one of them in your look what I've seen kind of? I wonder if they've done that to manipulate views and kind of clickbait kind of.
Let me
in the picture.
Let me before actually let's get Phil's take before I completely give you the full rundown and we move on.
It's difficult for me because I don't know enough about the game, the history of the game, or be that good at actually playing it. But I guess it's not unfeasible that there will be somebody out there that's intelligent enough to manipulate the game in some way that it would appear by doing something particular or being in a particular place at any one time. That's all I can really get from it, really.
That's completely fair. Right. So I'm actually going to quickly run through another theory with you guys for Minecraft before And I'm gonna quickly run. It's still about Minecraft, so I'm gonna quickly go through a second one. So this is a completely separate theory technically, but it's not at the same time.
Okay.
So the theory is that Minecraft represents mental illness and drug use.
Right.
So it's there's a lot to this. To be fair, there's a lot to unpackage, but and I'm doing it off the top of my head because I haven't written this bit down. But like the zombies are supposed to represent the mundane sort of daily rundown of life,
Right.
and you know the drainingness of it all. The skeletons are supposed to represent the rebellious side of people, but also the fact that people become toxic when they rebel. It also causes problems for other people. Then the creepers
Oh, Dreamy Savile.
are supposed to represent depression
Oh.
because they are
They
when everything's everything's going well, and then they kind of creep up and
blows up.
everything goes.
I get that
shit.
logic.
Yeah, that's that kind of fits.
The Ender Dragon is heroin because you're constantly chasing the dragon, literally in this game. Like that's the end goal of the game is to chase the dragon and to win. So yeah, that was the original the original theory for Minecraft was that this whole thing was an analogy for drug use and mental illnesses.
So we're saying Herobrine could literally just be addiction.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of other little bits in there as well. There's actually some bits that I'm just not gonna mention on stream
No,
or here. But like, there's some pretty dark theories around with Minecraft. To be fair, considering it's a kids game, there's some pretty dark stuff.
there is any games that are related to kids, sadly.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, the Herobrine thing. So the original one, the picture that I've shown you guys,
Mm-hmm.
it's never been disproven, and to this day, no one knows what it was. Obviously, Mojang and Notch himself never confirmed it. Yeah, well, they never confirmed it. They acknowledged the question, but they never confirmed it was real. But equally, I don't think they ever completely said, yeah, it's false. And then obviously they started adding the removed Herobrine thing to the future things. I think just as a bit of fun, to be honest with you.
So, like I said, with the game data, they added them in the future updates just to
Yeah, exactly.
It's just an empty file, but it's just named remove Herobrine. Yeah.
So obviously the original guy that took that picture wasn't that big a streamer at the time. He was pretty big, but he wasn't one of the bigger ones. There was two bigger streamers who also then took it on afterwards, and they put out posts about it and all the rest of it. They're the ones that really sort of hyped this thing up to make it a big deal. They have later admitted that they faked it.
Okay.
Via whatever means that they used, a copy. I think one of them said that they used a picture frame and changed the item to look like something different, essentially.
Right, okay.
But yeah, they both confirmed that they actually faked it. But the original one, there was still no confirmation one way or the other, and I don't
One licked
think
on the
it's
face.
ever technically happened since. He's not licking me. He just sort of headbutts me because he wants to go in yours. So yeah, so in my opinion, could it have been real for like that brief moment in time?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
we're talking alpha as well. So I mean,
Is it real now? No, absolutely not.
no.
They're gonna have bugs and glitches and errors.
I mean, when you say bugs and glitches as well, there, like, it's quite possible that it was a bug or a glitch, and it was because obviously you can change your camera to look at yourself in third person.
Yeah.
So there's every chance that basically his camera had glitched so that he was looking at himself in third person and still in first person.
Or
So he was himself stood in the distance.
So what I was going to say, yeah, so it was like that. But what he's actually spotted is that the game's taken like almost like a snapshot, I suppose, of the game as he's been stood there.
Mm-hmm.
The game's never recovered it. He's maybe walked round, done round, turned round,
And it's still there.
and his snapshot is still there. Obviously, it'd be interesting to know further outside that picture if a duck, or not a duck, what a chicken was
sort of frozen or something like that.
was sort of blurred and merged out, because obviously the hill and the trees and stuff would have been fine. They would have stayed where they are. But where
that's blurred, that's because of the fog. So obviously back in the day there was the fog of the fog of war, don't they, for games? But it's basically it's a way of making it so you can't see or you don't render too far.
Yeah,
which would then put too much strain on your system. So they have a fog which stops you from seeing off into the oblivion, basically.
But again,
it's not so much of a thing anymore because people's computers are much better.
A snapshot could have actually caused the fog to look even more intense anyway.
Yeah, more dense.
It could.
Like I said, like a little pause, and it's like a little pause in its own matrix in the game, I suppose.
Yeah, I completely get what you're saying. I think, like I say, back in alpha as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility in my opinion. It's a fun one, and it is. Like I say, it's 10 years or well over 10 years now since this sort of theory came about, and I mean, A, we're still talking about it, and B, there are still videos being made. I guarantee if you went and typed in Herobrine on YouTube, you'll find a video made within the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I have no doubt that will be a fantastic little mod, though. I'm sure. But yeah, I hope. Sorry, microphone. Hopefully,
I thought it was Herobrine.
Saying stop. Hopefully, we might have got a few more Minecraft guys across from that may have seen this anywhere. Maybe pops up in our recommended a few weeks later. But let us know what you thought on it, because I'm apart from what Link's told me, I'm pretty clueless. So I'd be interested to see anything else that Link's not had, because I'm fairly sure all four of us have gone, yeah, it's not a thing. Are we all thinking the same thing?
Yeah, I mean,
apart from it being a glitch and a mate, or a glitch or whatever.
I don't think there'll be anything more to it, but someone else might have actually seen something.
Send us proof. We're on Instagram. That'll probably be the best way. Send us some proof on Instagram. DM us.
I'll tell you what I'm also going to say just before we completely wrap up. If you are here and you are a Minecraft fan, go watch our Minecraft series.
He's full of the odd laughs at the end of episodes of this week.
Hey, that was a good one, you know it.
Oh, but it was last week.
No, it was last week, actually. Yeah, the odd one. Yeah. But, yeah, guys, thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out Phil from Off the Line. Links are always in the description, as they have been recently.
Yes.
Catch you in this one.
See ya.
Peace.
See you later.
Minecraft, big. Minecraft,
I like that
big.
one. I liked just listening to that, to be fair.
It's an interesting one. I love the ones I've never heard of.